We're going to join the match just before half-time with Scotland leading Wales by 6 points to 3. 2 penalty goals by Peter Brown to 1 by Barry John. Incidentally, the try was 3 points in 1971.
Gerald Davis throwing. Delmy Thomas. Edwards to Barry John. Hall. John Dawes. Again Williams in the line. He's over the 25. Into John Taylor. What a magnificent move! That really was a great try. Now watch it. Delmy Thomas won it with a straightforward jump. Now the important thing is when John Williams, number 15, gets the ball, you notice how the defence went for Bevan and he caught them on the wrong foot. And John Taylor, like a good flank forward, driving in to score. The conversion over. And so Wales go ahead by 8 points to 6 as the whistle goes for half-time. In one of the most exciting first halves one can imagine for a long time. See, almost the whole Scottish 15 lined up on halfway as Turner kicks off to start the second half. Barry John from inside his own 25. That was a kick with his left foot, mind you, and he got beautiful torpedo spin on it. That's halfway. Bigger throws, palmed by Peter Brown. Jock Turner running past John Taylor, out to John Frame. He's almost up to the 25. Frank Laidlaw almost worked it clear there. Jock Turner, number 10, down there with hands and hips, has been doing a bit of sharpening up. Been doing a little bit of sharpening up on his running. Almost in front of the Welsh post, a penalty, I think, against Duncan Patterson for not straight. Barry John with the penalty. Alistair Bigger to throw in on halfway. Number 6 at the tail for Scotland is McEwen. Number 7, John Taylor for Wales. Laidlaw, the Scottish hooker, number 2 there, who's been injured and missed an awful lot of this season, has done some very useful cleaning up work, as he did just now. Let's see if the Welshmen try to turn the scrummage as Scotland put in, or whether they'll just try a straight drive. They've turned it. You see what a mess it makes of the scrummage, and Scotland penalised again, I think, for coming off the scrum when the ball was still in it. Not retiring. Barry John, he flits like a little phantom. He's linked up with the forwards. That's Denzel Williams. On the Scottish 25, Edwards. Edwards is going. He's going to score. It was the forwards who did it. It was the ruck, you see. Dave Morris's feet. And you'll notice how again the defence tended to go out. Edwards with that great half sidestep, half swerve at the end. Frank Laidlaw doing well in those scrummages. He's taken 3 tight heads and conceded none. Brown on the pickup. Well tackled by Edwards. This is nicely out to Steele. Steele chased by Bevan and tackled by John Williams. Billy Steele, who scored that fine Scottish try against the Frenchman, has come on awful lot since he started playing for Bedford. 5 yards from the Welsh line. Bevan throws. Laidlaw almost doing a Welsh. Frank Laidlaw in the 5 yards area. Very quick to get onto that knockdown. The way Stuart Watkins did here for a try, and Maurice Richards as well, you remember, a couple of years ago. Bevan again, Delmy Thomas palms. Edwards at a try for Carmichael. Sandy Carmichael going through quickly onto the tap down. This is one of the problems of tapping near your own line. It bounced just short of Gareth Edwards. And he certainly went for Carmichael. But that really cuts the deficit now. Wales ahead by 11 points to 9. McHarg pammed. Patterson to Turner. Turner to frame on the burst, trying to run past Dawes. A beautiful tackle by Dawes. Roger Arneil. Inside to McEwen, the Scottish flank forwards there quickly. Gordon Brown on halfway, out to Turner. This is Ray, John Frame. It's a 2-1 so far. Billy Steele trying to come inside Bevan. He's inside the 25. Frame again, 10 yards short. Knocked over by Barry Llewellyn. Murrayfield, a seething cauldron of excitement and tension as Scotland fight back. That's the Welsh goal line. Barry Llewellyn on this side of the front row for Wales, backing against Sandy Carmichael. Edwards pushed into touch by Patterson. Scotland leaving Gordon Brown at the front, McHarg, Peter Brown and Arneil. Arneil palms to Patterson. Turner, Jock Turner, 3 yards short. They're bringing the best out of the Welsh defence. Peter Brown, and it's a try. It's going to be a penalty. Mr. Titcombe standing 2 or 3 yards off the goal line. Perhaps a bit of handling in the ruck there. Certainly a lot of people will ask perhaps why advantage wasn't played, but in any case it's a penalty to Scotland. You'll notice the Welsh team won't charge, and it's Peter Brown. Peter Brown's third penalty goal of the match puts Scotland ahead by 12 points to 11. 17 minutes of the second half over. Brown gets it back. Patterson to Turner trying the drop goal. He sliced it. Sometimes tries come from slices, but they'll have to come away back to the other side of the field. Referee obviously not satisfied with the throw-in because the advantage now goes to Wales. Gerald Davis to throw, still 5 yards inside the Welsh 25. Knocked down again to Gareth Edwards. Runs into Frank Laidlaw, chased by Carmichael. It's rather interesting that Carmichael, number 3, who weighs over just about 16 stones, is managing to get through a gap in the Welsh line-out. 2 or 3 times he's been through. Bigger to throw. Gordon Brown at the tail. Patterson to Turner. Out to Ray. To Turner again. Turner must score. But they've got to come back. They've got to go back. The Dutch judge's flag is still up. And I think perhaps a foot was in the field of play, or anyway, the referee has changed the throw-in again. It's going to Gerald Davies. Patterson, once again to Turner. On the Welsh 25. Well, there are a lot of strange things going on down there. But the situation is that Scotland are ahead by 12 points to 11. We're almost into the last quarter of the match. Just about 20 minutes of the second half over. Gareth Edwards. Fine kick. That's up to the Scottish 10 yards line. This is bigger to throw. Brown seems to be at 2, McHarg at 5. Edwards, Barry John. Nicely along from Hall to John Dawes. This is Bevan, inside steal, beautifully tackled by Ray. Kicked on by John Taylor. Hooded on by Barry John. Can John make it? This would be a remarkable score. It was Bevan coming inside that started it. That's Ray's beautiful tackle, still outside the Scottish 25, remember. Now look how that little tap by John Taylor and the bounce of the ball helped Barry John there. The beautiful pickup. And then for a little man of his weight, prepared to run and keep running. Well, I suppose there'll be a bit of debate as to whether Barry John should have been given or taken the goal kick. It could be an important one because, you see, Wales would have been 16 points to 12 up. However, they have this 2 points lead. Jock Turner's kickoff cleared by John Williams.
Waiting for Scotland and Wales to battle it out in the 10th of Feb's Six Nations encounter. Watch a banging lineup of vintage rugby matches between the two on ESPN Classic.
Tonight at 9 on ESPN Classic.
Everything is sport. The new Megane Sport range, including the F1-inspired Renault Sport 230.
More is something extra, like beating your annual home contents renewal premium and giving you a third off your building's insurance when you take out contents cover as well. More is the reassurance of knowing you're well covered, like giving you £75,000 worth of home contents cover as standard. Call 0800 44 44 88 now for a quote, or visit us at morethan.com.
Want to find a loan or credit card that's right for you?
You got to switch!
Don't waste time hunting around. Just visit uswitch.com. Our free impartial service compares rates, costs and features from different lenders and credit card providers, helping you find a great deal. To find a credit card that could save you on average up to £332, visit uswitch.com now.
You say! Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did.
Here at Greenhill Finance, we've helped people who've recently changed jobs, failed a credit scoring system, heard it will take 2 to 3 months to arrange their new mortgage, or been told they're just too old. We're here to help.
Hello, Greenhill Finance. How can I help you?
At Greenhill Finance, we use plain and simple language in everything we do.
You can apply by telephone or visit greenhillfinance.co.uk. We'll take care of everything from the moment you get in touch.
A loan or mortgage can be taken over any period you choose. as long as the payment is affordable.
Sometimes a remortgage is the most sensible way to make sure you pay off all outstanding commitments.
We don't rely on a credit search. You will be treated as individuals with individual circumstances.
With our experience and expertise, we can make a difference.
If you're a homeowner or mortgage payer, call now on 0800 916 4141 or apply online at greenhillfinance.co.uk.
And with about 16 minutes of the match to go, plus a brief addition for injury time, it's this line out, 10 yards outside the Welsh 25. Scotland cutting once more to a shortened line. McHarg pammed, Patterson couldn't hold it. Mervyn Davies going through. It's a penalty, perhaps for going through too quickly. Peter Brown here is one of the most popular players with players and with crowd in Scotland. But he'd enhance his popularity a bit if he bombed this one over. It's a good 35-40 yards. It's a scluffy looking one. As they say, and probably as Peter Brown is saying, it doesn't matter how they get over, as long as they do. That's it then, 1 point in it, 15 minutes of the match remaining. The short kick off to Gerald Davies. Wales right back in the game as Davies takes it up to the Scottish line. McEwen back there saving. In goes Dave Morris trying to wrench it clear. That tremendous Welsh drive. They'll probably have to scrum it 5 yards back. But Welsh enterprise at its very height there. Losing the lead and almost taking it back within seconds again. That's the Scottish goal line. Let's watch for a hold and a shove. Nicely channeled. Edwards to Barry John. Out to Hall. Williams is in the line. Here he is from Dawes. This is Bevan. Tackled by Steele. Inside to John Williams. Tackled by Chris Ray. Gets it to John Dawes. Tackled by Peter Brown and by Arneil. This really is hectic stuff. Well, I won't say sit back in your seats and relax, but we've only about 10 minutes of the match to go. It's absolutely wide open. Scotland 15, Wales 14. And once again, Gerald Davies to throw. Roger Arneil, look at him at the back of the Scottish line-out, ready to get out at Barry John if Wales win the line-out. They have from Delmy Thomas. This is John, he steps inside Turner. This is a lovely run. He's almost up to the 25. He's got Bevan outside him. And it's McLaughlin back clearing. Which just goes to show what a magnificent will-o'-the-wisp this Barry John is. Roger Arneil was absolutely primed to get at him, but a little wave of the hips and he's away. Again, knocked back this time by Dave Morris. Barry John again with the drop goal. Charged down by Jock Turner. Peter Brown has it on the Scottish 25. Gareth Edwards thought that it was going to be a Scottish put-in. They're virtually in front of the Scottish posts. Nice bit of channeling. Here they come in the blind. Barry John. He nudged it, referee deciding that it wasn't a readjustment, that in fact he had 2 shots at it. Patterson. Steele follows up. Scottish 10 yards line then. About 7 minutes of the match to go. Scotland 15, Wales 14. Peter Brown palms, McHarg takes, out to Patterson. That's into the space, back goes John Bevan. Steele comes at him, he charges it now. They're into the Welsh 25. Williams tackled by Arneil. This is Chris Ray. Ray for Scotland. Can he score? Yes, he can. Just goes to show what fast following up can do. This was Bevan, you see. The charge down by Steele. Now, this was a crushing tackle by Arneil on John Williams. And you'll notice how Ray, although half held by John Dawes, again ran and kept running. It's 10 yards outside the Scottish 25. It's 18 points to 14 for Scotland. 5 minutes to go. Scotland managing, I think, to wheel the Welsh put in there. Wales kept it solid that time. Edwards out to Barry John. It's out to Hall. That's the kick through meant for Gerald Davis. If he gets the bounce, it could be a try. What an unlucky bit of work there for Gerald Davis. He was absolutely flying, and it just came back off the point. Still on Scotland's 25. 4 minutes to go. 18 points to 14 Scotland lead. Gerald Davis throws. Delmy palms to Llewellyn. Edwards to Barry John. He steps inside Turner and Arneil. He's tackled by McHarg. It's fed out to Edwards again. Chased by Gordon Brown. Across goes Ian Smith, but it went directly into touch, and they'll come back almost to the Scottish 25. Yards inside Scotland's 25. Bigger to throw. Knocked by Delmy again. First time he's missed his man, but this is Ian Hall. John Taylor dribbling on. It's out from Barry John to John Dawes. 10 yards short. Barry John still tackled by Steele. Tremendous efforts by the Welshman to pull this match out of the fire. To throw in. That's the Scottish goal line. Scotland 4 points ahead at 18-14. Delmy Thomas again. Edwards to Barry John. Out to John Dawes. John Williams. Gerald Davis. Can Ian Smith get him? It's Gerald Davis for Wales. Delmy Thomas palming, you would see. See that huge long pass. Now again they missed out Hall, the centre. And you see how Gerald Davis, who scored 2 lovely tries against England, went outside Smith. This is John Taylor. Kicking from, for him, the correct touchline. It's high enough. What a conversion. A conversion to add to his own try, and John Taylor puts Wales ahead 19 points to 18 with just over a minute of actual playing time remaining. Turner to restart. McLaughlin takes it. That wasn't the kick-off that Scotland needed at this stage. But John Dawes and Wales will be very happy indeed because they have the scrummage and the advantage of the put-in. Clearly here, Wales will want, but Laidlaw's taken one against the head. That's Turner from Peter Brown's pickup. Up goes Bigger. He's missed Williams. Patterson takes him, and McEwen has him too. Strong bit of counter-attack there by John Williams. Scotland realising that they have to keep the ball in play. Bigger throws. McHarg, but it's Mervyn Davis who got through the Scottish line. This is Patterson, the scrum half. Gordon Brown driving on. And it was Mervyn Davis again. They're into injury time. Wales 19, Scotland 18. This is 10 yards outside the Welsh 25. Bigger again to throw. Mervyn Davis did well to knock that one back, and Gareth Edwards, fully alive to the requirements of the situation, pops into his own 25 and pushes his forwards upfield. Enterprise again. Turner couldn't take the long throw from Bigger. This is Hall. Jeff Young, the hooker, trying to smuggle it to Llewellyn. Here's Llewellyn, tackled by Arneil, on halfway, thrown down by Laidlaw. Fed out from Dave Morris. Gareth Edwards. You can't get any better than that. Forwards driving on, winning the ruck ball. The scrum half putting his team up into the opposing 25. A huge crowd here who've seen one of the best internationals for a long time, waiting as the seconds tick away. We're almost 3 minutes into injury time. Wales lead by 1 point. Gareth Edwards looses off a monstrous drop kick. The referee's whistle goes for no side, and Wales have won a tremendous and remarkable victory by 19 points to 18. It's hardly surprising that this is the scene at the end of a fluid, exciting international. The league changing hands, some great scores, some magnificent tries. Barry John there, obviously one of the Welsh heroes.